Olá, meus queridos e minhas queridas, tudo tranquilo com vocês? Bem-vindos a mais um episódio de Genshin Impact, pessoal. No último episódio, a gente salvou o Toma, né, do decreto da Shogun e acabamos enfrentando ela, né, pessoal? Mas no final a gente foi derrotado por ela e tivemos que fugir. Agora a gente está aqui, pessoal, na Resistência. Então vamos conhecer aqui o pessoal da Resistência. Esse que o líder deles é a Sagonomia Kokomi, né? Uma das minhas personagens preferidas. Então vamos começar mais um capítulo aqui de Genshin Impact, pessoal, conhecendo a Resistência. A gente vai procurar por eles ainda, né? Ó, a gente ainda tá na área da Shogun, dá pra ver, ó. Tem uns guardas da Shogun aí, né?
I heard they added a couple more people to the wanted list. They're high priority targets, apparently.
But most of our forces are out on the front line. How are we supposed to effectively prioritize them? We'll just have to make sure we keep our eyes peeled when we're out on patrol.
I wonder how they're faring on the front line. Last thing I heard was that we'd pushed the Resistance back to just northwest of Sejam Gorge. I don't know if that's true.
I doubt it. Their rearguard isn't far from there. We're gaining ground at the moment, but I don't think we pushed them back that far. Anyway, we should focus on patrol. Come on, we're up.
Fair point. Time to go to work.
The northwest of Sejam Gorge. So that's where the Resistance forces are based. We should keep asking around though, just to be safe.
Bom, pegamos informações aqui de onde está a Resistência, né? Vamos continuar a nossa busca. Engraçado que a gente não está sendo perseguido por esses guardas aí, né, da Shogun aí. Que tudo aqui é território da Shogun, né? Embora a gente tá longe da cidade de Nazuma, eu imagino que ainda não chegou a ordem de captura da gente, né? Nessa região.
Oh, hey. You managed to escape too?
Yeah. Where are you headed?
Hiki Village. I've heard the rumors, but it's still gotta be a safer place than a war zone. What about you?
Don't get me started. I was recuperating on Nozuchi Beach. It's complete chaos over there. The Resistance aren't having an easy time of it. They don't have the manpower for an all-out confrontation, so they can't contend with the Shogun's army. The front line used to be further forward, but they had to retreat a couple of times. Now they're back to Nozuchi Beach. And that's where I've just come from. I was lucky to get out. It's much too dangerous. Their forces are so scattered that no one knows who's who, and anyone you run into pulls their weapon. I just dropped my luggage and ran here. I think we need to keep moving. Things are changing so fast. The further away we can get, the better.
Agreed. Why don't we stick together? Can't hurt to team up with someone.
Nozuchi Beach. Sounds like that's where the Resistance and the Shogun's army are battling it out right now. Let's head over and take a look.
Beleza. Vamos lá. Aparentemente eles estão lutando aí, né? Nessa região. E vamos pra lá então. Bom, ali embaixo. Ali embaixo. A gente tá aqui. É aqui, ó. Então vamos lá, pessoal. Encontrar a Resistência. Ali na frente, ó. E a Shogun tá com raiva, hein? Toda essa região aqui, a Shogun meio que fica descontando a raiva dela. Aí ela fica soltando essa chuva infinita aí com trovões aí que acerta todo mundo. Ó, tem aqui pra gente farmar, ó. Plantinha, né? A gente pegar, no caso. Só tem um carinha aqui. E 2 soldados da Shogun. Eu acho legal essa temática de Nazuma e as músicas de Nazuma. Bom, como tá chovendo, aí a gente usa o elemento raio, né? É bem legal que causa bastante dano, como os caras estão molhados, né? Essa é uma combinação que eu uso bastante, que é a Sagonomia Kokomi com a Raiden Shogun, né? Ou então com qualquer personagem que tenha Eletro, né? Aí meio que fica... Enquanto você vai molhando o inimigo, vai causando dano elétrico. Eu gosto dessa combinação assim, de água e raio, né? Bom, salvamos aqui o carinha. TP.
You saved me. I thought I was about to die. Thank you so much for your help. I'm Teppei, of the Gobius platoon.
Teppei.
I'm with the Resistance. I was sent to the front line just recently. I was looking forward to doing my part. Instead, it seems I fell at the first hurdle. So, you aren't dressed like Resistance fighters? Have you come here looking to sign up? Great! Just the other day, I heard General Goro complaining about how desperate we are for more people.
A gente vai encontrar o Goro.
Big difference. I'll escort you back to our camp. But first, let me bring you up to speed on our current situation. As you can see, the Resistance are at a constant disadvantage when it comes to open confrontation. The goal of the Shogun's army is to uphold eternity. To this end, they have the support of the Tenryou Commission's general, Kujosara, who commands an exceptionally strong force. As for us, vision bearers are few and far between as it is. And because of the Vision Hut decree, they're rarer than ever. The fact we're even able to hold out is thanks to the brilliant strategic mind of Her Excellency, Sangonomiya. We're also indebted to the great courage shown by General Goro and the Resistance troops. If only I had a vision myself. Not only would I be better placed to share Her Excellency and General Goro's burden, but I'd be able to hold my own on the battlefield too. I couldn't help but notice that you used elemental energy when saving me just now. You must have a vision yourself?
He's a special case. He doesn't have a vision, but he can control the elements anyway.
É isso aí.
Are you serious? That's incredible.
O Viajante, ou a Viajante, é o único personagem do game que é meio roubado, né? Ele controla vários elementos sem usar visão.
Perhaps I can also make a worthy contribution this way. Of course, I'd much rather prove my worth by the sword. If only taking down Shogunate Samurai was as easy as you make it look. Anyway, we shouldn't delay. Let's head off.
Beleza. Vamos se encontrar com a Resistência. Quer dizer, se encontramos com a Resistência e um carinha da Resistência. Agora a gente vai lá para o acampamento da Resistência, aparentemente, pelo que eu entendi aí. Bom, vamos lá para o acampamento da Resistência, então. Chegando aqui. E a Shogun tá que tá lançando trovão, hein? Eita! Ela quer me pegar, mano. Ali, ó. Tá me marcando a Shogun, mano. Calma, Shogun. Shogun tá me marcando, pessoal. Ó, ó. Ah, esse daí eu deixei. Só que eu tô com escudo, né? Então não me afeta. Mas se eu tivesse com escudo, eu ia ser jogado pra trás. Ó. Shogun tá puta, mano. Ah, acertou alguém aí. Ou fui eu, não sei. Acertou.
They can use the elements without a vision. The Resistance could really use people with that kind of skill. We should bring them in.
I presume you've heard that the goal of the Resistance
Acho o desenho
is
desse
to defeat
personagem
the
bem legal, cara.
Shogun's
Ele é uma
army and
raposinha.
repeal the Vision Hunt decree. This is no easy task. Each who sets foot on the battlefield must be ready to sacrifice their life. Tell me, why do you wish to join us? The Resistance cannot accept any who don't possess a warrior's will. You're referring to the ceremony to mark the 100th vision seized under the decree, right? Yes, we received some news of it here, despite it taking place over in Inazuma City. There was a disturbance, allegedly. Highly unusual considering that the Raiden Shogun appeared in person. Why do you wish to discuss this all of a
Fui
sudden?
eu, cara.
Unless you have some
Enfrentei a Shogun lá, né? Fui eu.
What?
Yep, we had a fight with the Raiden Shogun and everything. Then we grabbed the Vision Bearer and whisked him off to safety. After that, they added us to the Army's wanted list. That's why we came here.
Now that you mention it, we did just recover a bounty notice from a Shogunate samurai defeated in battle. It read, "Reward for the capture of a blonde-haired traveler and their mysterious flying pet." Huh. So this refers to you two?
Chamou a Paimon de pet.
Who are they calling a mysterious flying pet?
My apologies.
Que
I
chamou
understand your
a Paimon de
situation well enough
pet,
for now.
mano?
On behalf of the Resistance, welcome to our ranks. Her Excellency is currently away from the camp. We don't know where she went, but she instructed us to take care of everything in her absence. I will ask Tepe here to show you around the camp first, and then dispatch you straight to the front line.
Aí, vida longa resistência, pessoal, né? Vou mandar aqui, ó, vida longa
Yes, sir.
resistência.
I used to be in the logistics division, so I'm the right person to show you around. I know the setup like the back of my hand. I'll make sure you get a warm Resistance welcome. Let's start with the field hospital. Some of my friends are recovering there. Last time I saw them, I promised that I'd introduce any new recruits. When they're finally back on the battlefield alongside us, we'll all be brothers in arms.
É isso aí, em nome da Resistência. Começamos aqui a missão, né? Agora a gente faz parte da Resistência. Vamos fazer as missões aqui no acampamento aí. Falar com os feridos.
Is this a new recruit? Looks like a strong addition to the troop. Hopefully someone I can spar with after I've recovered. Whoa. Brand new recruit and your first thought is to start sparring with them. You're getting ahead of yourself. That wound of yours isn't something that's gonna clear up in a few days. Tepe, did you bring this one in? How are things on the front line?
Well, the enemy are much stronger than we could have imagined, but we're holding our own. I've been right in the thick of it. At one point, there were a horde of enemy troops surging towards us like the tide, but I didn't flinch. I drew my blade and charged straight into the fray. 4 Shogunate samurai, and only one of me. But I still managed to fend them off.
Look at you. When did you grow nerves of steel?
This guy stole the show, though. When he saw me tiring and falling back, he burst onto the scene and took down a whole group of them in one fell swoop. They were no match for him at all. I heard he even stormed the Vision Hunt ceremony, and that the Raiden Shogun herself failed to take him down.
Amazing work, both of you. Still, I can believe most of that, but him facing off against the Raiden Shogun? I think you might be embellishing the story a little there, Tepe. I mean, we've all heard of the Muso no Hitotachi, right? Either way, to tell the truth, with all the losses we've sustained recently, I was starting to lose hope in our ability to hold out much longer. But seeing fresh recruits join our ranks and hearing Tepe's exploits, I'm itching to get myself better as soon as possible, so I can get back out on the front line.
Huh. That's a lukewarm epiphany if you ask me. While you're lying there itching to get better, I'm still out there training hard despite my injury. Oh, even though it burst open again yesterday.
It did? Well, do you need me to get you something to dress it with? I heard about a remedy recently that uses wild bugs. All you need to do is grind Onikabuto into powder and it makes a very effective dressing. They say it feels cool on the skin and acts fast to completely cure flesh wounds.
Sure, I'll take one. Thanks.
Sounds a little strange to me. I would have thought wolf hooks would do the trick, but it's your decision.
Well, how about we let our new recruit decide? I'll stay here and make some preparations. If you're a fan of weird and wonderful remedies, please gather some Onikabuto for me. I'll take it from there. But if you're more of a wolf hook advocate, bring some of those instead. Personally, I recommend we try the new remedy. It sounds promising.
Provavelmente eu tenho aqui o ingrediente que ele quer. Deixa eu ver se eu tenho.
Thanks for
Ele
your
diz
help.
que são dois, né?
Have you decided which dressing to use yet?
Um é o mais seguro e o outro é meio que improvisado. Ah, tem besouro e tem essa fruta aí, ó. Não sei, cara. Eu vou dar a fruta aqui, eu acho.
Oh. Never mind. I guess this was probably
Ele
the
gostou,
safer
né?
option. I may need your help in a moment to change their
Ah,
dressings.
tá. É porque é
Here's
o
hoping this will
remédio
speed up
mais
their recovery.
básico, né?
And thanks for your help gathering the ingredients.
This really hurts when you first put it on. It's a standard remedy, but
Mano, a
a
Shogun
dependable
tá
one.
atacando
More importantly, thanks for the
relâmpago ali
first
a
dressing.
rodo,
Much
né?
appreciated.
You may have skimped a little here, though. I feel like I could use some more. I'm dying to get out of this place. I just want to be back on the battlefield with you.
I don't think it works like that. Piling on extra dressing isn't going to make you heal faster. Especially not when you're sneaking off to go train in the middle of the night. You have to cut that out, you know. Thanks again, Tepe. And thanks to our new recruit here. Speaking of training, that reminds me. They should be doing some archery practice down at the training grounds right now. Why don't you take our new recruit to go check it out? It'll be a good chance for them to meet a few more of our platoon and settle in.
You got it. All right, let's move out.
Beleza, vamos agora pra zona de treinamento. Mano, a Shogun... Caramba, vou botar até meu escudo aqui que a Shogun não para, mano. Ó. Não sei como os caras conseguem ficar debaixo de um trovão desse. Uns relâmpagos desse.
Oh, another miss. This sucks. Let's see now. I've loosed exactly 10 arrows and only one
Bullseye?
hit the target.
This isn't good enough. It's evident from these past few days that practice alone isn't enough to improve our marksmanship. How hard could it be? Just draw the bow, aim, and shoot. Clearly, I underestimated the skill involved. With progress like this, who knows when we'll be fit for battle? I suppose all we can do for now is wait for the drill master's next visit and ask him for more tips.
Seems things have gotten tough on the front line recently. All the best drill masters have already been dispatched to fight. I guess we'll just have to keep practicing ourselves. At this rate, who knows if we'll ever become resistance fighters.
Come on, guys, less complaining, more training.
Teppei-senpai?
Listen up for a second. I've come to introduce our newest recruit. In battle, he single-handedly slayed multiple shogunate
Cara
samurai
do
without
viajante
so
da
much as
Paimon,
breaking
né?
a sweat. And that was after interrupting the vision hunt ceremony with a feat of stunning bravery. Not to mention surviving an encounter with the Raiden Shogun.
Caramba, mas o cara tá
Is that true?
louvando a gente.
Perhaps you'd be willing to give us some archery tips? We promise not to take too much of your time. A quick demonstration would be all we need. Our previous training was so rushed that we hardly remember the proper technique.
It would mean a lot.
Ah, deixa comigo. Mas eu não uso arco, mano. O viajante não usa
You got
arco,
it.
cara.
We won't let you down.
Como é que eu vou? Eu vou ter um arco pra treinar aí com os caras? Ó, e tem aqui, destrua determinados números de alvos azuis, tá. Beleza, conclua. Os vermelhos são a resistência, né? Não posso acertar eles, os azuis são os inimigos. Tem 1 minuto pra fazer, vamos lá. E aí, cadê o arco? Eu não tenho arco. Tem que usar um personagem, será? É.
Quake!
E aí, como é que eu faço aqui? Não vamos dar um arco não? Ih, saí do perímetro.
Pressure getting to you? That's no way to demonstrate. Come on, try again. Let's
Beleza.
go. Show us what you...
Bom, a gente tem que fazer isso de qualquer jeito, né? Então...
Ready? I'm sure you'll get it this time. Swiftly now.
Então vamos. Legal que eu coloquei o pilar ali do Zong ali na frente, mano. Vai atrapalhar minha visão. E aí, o que eu faço aqui? Hã? O que aconteceu?
Pressure getting to you? That's no way to Let's go.
Calma, cara. Pera aí, eu tô tentando entender aqui essa coisa. Eu acho que tem que colocar um personagem de ar. Deixa eu ver qual é que eu tenho aqui disponível. Vou trocar o Zong Li. Ó, tem a Fischl. Vou colocar a Fischl.
Ready?
Eu acho que é o meu personagem mais forte assim dos 4 estrelas é a Fischl. Bom, vamos testar aqui com a Fischl então. Melhor uns azul, né? Um foi. E mais 2, ó. Mais 2. Ah, que isso? Ah, mano, o Shogun me pegou, mano.
Pressure getting to you?
O Shogun me atacou, cara. Desnecessário, tô treinando aqui. Legal essa skin essa roupa nova da Fischl, né? Do evento. Uma roupa vitoriana. Pô, achei que eu ia acertar só uns 10 alvos, mas é mais, né, cara? São 20, né? Esse aqui é o último. Ah, ainda tem mais. Aqui, mas esse aqui, cadê? Aqui. Ah, Shogun acertou pra mim. Valeu, Shogun. Pronto.
Well, there you have it. I told you our latest recruit is pretty strong.
E aí?
Incredible.
Ah, tá.
I think I understand what I was doing wrong now. My posture was off and I didn't draw back with enough force. Seems I also need to focus on keeping my grip steady and monitoring the external
cara do viajante é melhor, mano.
If I can get those few down, I'll be hitting my mark in no time.
Those few.
Cara de decepção com o cara.
Demonstration was a great help. I learned a lot. At least this time I was able to observe some proper technique. As long as I can retain it, I know I'll become much stronger. Honestly, before this whole conflict came about, I was just another everyday citizen of Watatsumi Island. My wife and I were leading a quiet life together. War and battles were the last things on our minds. That all changed with the Vision Hunt decree. The actions of the Shogun's army ignited something inside me. That's why I joined the Resistance. The road ahead of us now seems like a long one indeed. Can those of us without visions or combat skills really become adept fighters like them? There's no use in speculating. Thank you both for your help. We'll keep practicing as much as we can.
Stay focused. With us holding the front line, you can continue sharpening your skills until you're ready. Now, let me show you around some other places. Where should we head next?
Sir, we've got trouble. The Shogun's army is attacking. There are still many wounded in the camp. We mustn't let the enemy break through. We'll need your help to hold them off.
What? Impossible. How could they have reached us all the way out here? We'd better go assess the situation. A chance for us to prove our worth in battle.
Bom, parece que eles invadiram aqui o acampamento. Vamos deter eles aqui.
Get them.
Ah, mas eles estão entrando pela porta aí, né? Pela parte da porta não, pela parte aberta aí do acampamento. Embora eu vi ali que parece que tá destruída ali a cerca, né? Aí.
Well, we managed to hold them off. But what would the Shogun's army be doing here? We have sentries and patrols posted all around the perimeter here. The enemy should never have been able to reach us this far unnoticed. Unless we have a traitor in our midst. They must have an informant, feeding them intelligence and helping them to approach unseen.
Só espero que eles não achem que é a gente o traidor.
Our priority is finding the agent and protecting the camp. This is my chance to show what I'm made of.
Sir, if I may. I just returned from inspecting the perimeter. It appears that several portions of our defensive walls were already collapsed.
Mano, mas isso não impede os caras de entrar,
must have
mano.
known about this vulnerability and made their way over from the
Que defesinha ruim vocês têm, mano.
attacking through the gaps in our defenses. I suggest we repair the walls and double the guard. That should keep them from sneaking up on us like this again.
In that case... Understood. Leave the repairs to us. We can make use of the wooden rope nearby to patch up the
Bom, vamos
defenses.
reparar aí a defesa aí. Só que tem dois erros aí, né, nessa defesa dele, né? Deles. Primeiro é uma cerca de madeira. Já começa por aí. Segundo, não tem nenhum soldado da resistência aqui protegendo, né? Que defesinha ruim, mano, desses caras. Você vê que naquele tempo, na época dos samurais, era assim, né? Eles colocavam essas espécie de cerquinha de madeira aí, esses pau, e meio que impedia o ataque, assim, né? Eles não estão muito distantes da realidade, não. Mas mesmo assim é uma defesinha ruim, hein? Beleza, aqui a cordinha, vamos arrumar aqui a cerca.
Alright, that should do it. The Shogun's army will have a hard time getting past this, no matter how determined they are. It seems I've made another valuable contribution to the Resistance. But why does it always have to be logistics work? I thought getting transferred to the front line would be a chance to showcase my abilities and square off with the enemy. Instead, here I am. Doing what I've always done before.
Why are you so insistent about being on the front line?
It's just like General Goro said. We joined the Resistance because of our warrior's will. There are a multitude of ways to contribute to the Resistance, but who wouldn't want to take out a few shogunate samurai given the chance? Anyway, we got more than we bargained for inspecting the camp.
Ó, eu não vou estar mais ali, quer ver? Ó,
we might just be assigned a few missions closer to
essa
the
região
action.
tem muito disso, quando você vai fazer missão aí, né? O relâmpago te empurra e fica só a câmera ali. Bom, vamos falar lá com o Garou, então. Provavelmente a gente vai começar a avançar em direção às tropas da Shogun, né? Dá uma curada aqui na Rutal. Se a Shogun deixar, né? Porque ela tá atacando a gente direto com esses relâmpagos dela aí. Beleza. Ih, já tô vendo que ele não tá aqui, ó.
Strange. I don't see General Goro anywhere.
We've had a change of plans. The general has been dispatched to the front line to lead our forces into battle.
Então ele foi pra linha de frente no combate.
Reports have it that Kujo-Sara is now personally
Kujo-Sara tá aí.
forces. As for us, it's been days since Her Excellency
Ele vai bater de frente com a Kujo-Sara.
We've executed almost all the directives she gave us, but have received no further instruction. The situation is becoming grim. If we retreat any further, I fear morale may falter. For now, we can only pray that General Goro will be able to turn the tide, however difficult that may seem.
We should go to the front line. Our forces need all the help they can get. We're no use to them here. We mustn't let Tatarasuna fall to the enemy.
Beleza, vamos pra lá então. Nas linhas de frente da batalha entre a Shogun e a Resistência, né? Deixa eu ver onde é que é. Ali, ó. Chegando aqui no campo de batalha, pessoal. Vamos ver o que vai rolar aqui. Vou trocar aqui a Fischl Pra colocar o Zhongli, cara. Porque eu acho que vai ter uma batalha aí, hein?
A walk would be nice.
A gente vai precisar de defesa. Ah lá, as tropas, ó. Da Resistência e da Shogun, né? Estão se preparando aí, ó. Kujusara e o Gorou.
So, you are the only one here? I thought I might get to meet your grand strategist. She is the one that's been causing our forces so much trouble. The fact the Resistance has even held out for this long is thanks to her. But soon, the Resistance will fall. They are no match for the might of the Shogun's army. Her schemes mean nothing now. We have already rooted out those behind the Resistance. All who have dishonored the almighty Shogun will be punished.
I have faith in Her Excellency and in the soldiers of the Resistance. The Vision Hunt Decree is a brutal injustice. Our resistance has only just begun.
It is futile. There is one other thing. I'm sure you've seen the recent arrest warrants. I trust that the blonde traveler is somewhere among your forces now. I will make you a deal. Hand him over to us, and you'll buy yourself some time. A respite from the bloodshed would be advantageous to both sides, would it not?
So that's why you brought reinforcements. Just to get...
He is of great importance to the almighty Shogun. But the way I see it, he is expendable to the Resistance.
That's where you're wrong! He means just as much to us! As a member of the Resistance, he's a comrade! I'll never surrender him to you! The Resistance never betrays its own. Her Excellency made that clear to everyone from the very beginning.
General Goro!
Teppei and the Traveler? What are you doing here? It would appear our time to fight side by side has finally come.
Well, well. We meet again. This time, I won't let you get away. I thought that you would seek refuge with the Resistance in the hope of receiving asylum. That you choose to show up here proves that you have more bravery in you than I had originally thought. And now that you're here, I have a proposal. Why not represent the Resistance in a fight of honor?
A fight of honor? What's that?
Before the battle begins, each side chooses their finest warrior for a match of single combat. To the superior force, there's little significance in such a duel. But to the weaker force, victory could constitute an important boost to their morale. Her motives are clear. She wants to use the match as an opportunity to capture you. Do not feel compelled to participate. We could take the fight to them without such a ceremony.
Well, what do you think? Will you fight?
Então vamos provar nosso valor como samurai. X1, né? 1 versus 1 aqui. E essa câmera aí? Os oponentes se enfrentando, ó. Se olhando, no caso.
Remove all threats to eternity by order of the almighty Shogun.
Vou usar só o viajante mesmo, não vou usar mais ninguém aqui. Como é um X1, né? Então vai ser só o viajante.
Lightning flash.
Já. Conseguimos? Ah, é outro? Não é já o X1, mano? Ok, X1 de quantas rodadas, sei lá.
You got this.
Beleza, então.
There's more than one round. Keep it up.
Esse cara é mais forte. Dá pra ver pela vida dele, né? Mas como eu abaixei um pouco do nível do mundo, eles estão bem mais fracos do que o viajante. O meu viajante já tá bem mais forte, né? Level 70 em comparação com os outros personagens que tá level 60. Mais um, mano. Ah, esse é um comandante, né? Que ele é grandão. Deve ser o último, então.
Look, that's 2 rounds in a row. The Shogun's army is not invincible. We can win. The soldiers are rallying. Your warrior's will is bringing them hope, traveler. Show me what you've got.
Ui! Que é isso, cara? Não sei se ele tirou dano, mas... Ele se joga pra cima da gente, né? Pronto, provamos o nosso valor, hein, ô Kojusada. E aí, vai querer encrencar ainda, mano?
Stronger than I anticipated. This contest has served its purpose. Soldiers, attack!
Ixi, cara, eita, começou a guerra aí.
Everlasting reign!
Prepare to engage! All of you, with me!
Top, hein? Cutscene agora, pessoal. Eita.
Hold the line!
Que é isso? Pulhas? Ah, olha, tá curando o campo, hein? Já sabe quem é, né? Começou a curar o campo aí, os soldados. Chegou a deusa aí, ó. Come, mano. Kazuha! Que bidão, mano! Eita, agora a Kojusada tá desvantagem, hein? Tem 3 usuários de visão mais o viajante no campo de batalha.
We meet again, old friend.
Quer dizer 4, né? Que tem a Kokono também. Se renderam.
All forces retreat!
Vai embora, Kojusada. Aê. Linda demais. Chegou a deusa aí, ó.
Greetings. Well, this is the first time we've met. Please, allow me to introduce myself. I am Sangonomiya Kokomi, organizer of the Resistance and also the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island. Perhaps it's the first time you're hearing that title. To put it simply, I'm the person currently in charge on Watatsumi Island, which is also the home front of the Resistance. I've actually heard all about you from Beidou and Kazuha. I hadn't expected to find you join the Resistance, though. Do you have a plan beyond this point? In that case, shall we continue our conversation at the Shrine of Sangonomiya? Although the Shogun's army has retreated for now, the war is far from over. The Vision Hunt Decree has not been repealed, and neither the Tenryo Commission nor the Raiden Shogun show any sign of stopping. In short, our problems have yet to be resolved. I suggest we move to the shrine to discuss our counterplan. What say you?
Can I come too? I know Watatsumi Island very well. I can carry on being your guide if you'd like.
Goro, thank you for all you have done.
Our forces are weaker than the Shogun's army, and my absence can only have made the recent days all the more trying for you. I'm afraid I must still ask you to stay a while longer, to keep eyes on the Shogun's army and also to see to the wounded. But I will ask the mercenaries to remain stationed here, and Kazuha is here too. Hopefully this will serve to reduce the pressure you are under.
Well received, Your Excellency.
I must return to Sangonomiya now. I have a few things to attend to. Once you're ready, please rendezvous with Teppei. He will escort you there. Thank you for all your efforts so far. From this day on, I fight alongside you. Fight for the future of Inazuma.
Finalizamos aqui, pessoal, mais uma missão em nome da Resistência. A próxima é, ó, Espada, Peixe, Rebeldes. Maravilha. E amanhã, pessoal, chega a Arconte Dedro, né, a Narida, e eu vou estar trazendo a gameplay dela pra vocês, a demo dela. Então, pessoal, eu vou indo lá. Uma ótima terça-feira a vocês, uma excelente semana e até a próxima. E a gente se vê no próximo capítulo de Genshin Impact. Fui, pessoal. Abraço!